Hello, welcome back to my motherfucking channel. How we living, family? I want to apologize first of all for the background noise. I don't have no noise cancellation shit, and I know the background noise of something can be overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? So I apologize for that, but I'm not ready to go through all that shit. I'm just trying to express myself. But what the fuck triggered me today? What triggered you today, Heavy? Well, really, it's us as people of color, you know? T.I. said we should, not spend a dime on July 7th. And I'm like, amen, you know? But that's not good enough for me, you know? It sounds like segregation, what I'm talking about. It feels like segregation because it's the exclusion of European Americans. The person's like, well, you don't help the situation by telling us to divide each other. I'd be like, what do you think you was doing when you were saying build a wall? You don't think your building a wall led up to where we at now? You don't think your overlooking of, hold on. You don't think your overlooking of white crimes is not getting us where we at today? So, you see all this looting that's going on, right? You say, well, it's in the black community. It's in the places where there's hellholes. If it's in the black communities, why are we seeing white people looting too? So white people are coming out of the white communities to go loot in black communities because they know for 100% of a fact that black people will be blamed for all the looting. When it doesn't matter how many police pics we see of cops or police officers looting with these in these black communities. Nah, we tend to allow what these Europeans say to us dictate how we do or what we feel or what we say. And I'm like, nah. A long time ago, a couple years ago, I said, fuck these European savages. And the reason why I said it was because I seen today coming. I'm saying to you, I put this on a post. I said, if I got a next door neighbor on my left and I got a next door neighbor on my right, and none of us, we all got porta potties, okay? We ain't got no flushing system. We all got porta potties. So where do I dump my shit at, okay? This is the mentality of saying black people are looting their neighborhoods and ignoring the shit that you're piling up in my yard, okay? So here you are. Look at this shit right here. That's what I'm talking about. You see that? That's my people. I know, yeah. See, we got our tennis courts. We got the football niggas out here. That's what I'm talking about, people. Come on outside, man. It's a nice day. But this is what we do, man. They ignore they self. Then they'll tell me, hey, you know what? You're not helping the situation by calling us Europeans. Nigga, I'm 42 years old. You've been calling me a goddamn African American my whole goddamn life. When I go fill out a fucking application, I see African American, non-Hispanic. I see white American. I don't see European American on no goddamn application I fill out. Not one my whole entire life. I haven't seen European American on one fucking application my whole life. But yeah, you want to come to me and say, what are you talking about? What do you mean? It's like, no, man. Once we get over this We wrong for segregating ourselves from them. Once we get over this, you wrong for calling 100% of police officers bad people. That's what they're doing to black people. The same fucking thing. So here you are, you got inner city, low impoverished people committing obvious crimes to survive. In any situation, statistically speaking, in every white, black, Asian, Puerto Rican, it doesn't matter. In any impoverished situation, you will find a high crime area. But that's another thing that these European savages tend to overlook, you know? So when I call them European savages, they be like, well, you don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about? Okay. This is what I'm talking about. Let's say you had 10 business owners and all of them was white, okay? Now, they're gonna die soon. Who are they gonna leave their company to? They're gonna leave it to me, or they're gonna leave it to their nephews and nieces, or their sons and their daughters? So then I ask a question every day, all the time. I'll be like, are white people wrong for looking out for their family? No, they not wrong for that shit. That's what they doing. So then, when you ask them, and you be like, hey man,
Good morning.
hey, good morning. Hey, good morning. Yeah. When you ask them, hey man, would I be wrong if I looked out for just my family? Hey, good morning, brother. Would I be wrong for that? Would I be wrong for looking out for just my family? So then I got my son, and then I got my daughter, and then I got my son's friends. And my son's friends are Caucasians, or they white, or whatever you want to say. And I pass away. Who do I leave my company to? My son or my daughter, my nieces or my nephews, or do I leave it to another person, another people, another color? No. I know I'm not wrong in saying that white people are not wrong. Hey, good morning, brother. White people are not wrong for looking out for white people. Now, my goddamn problem with these motherfucking savages is they don't admit that shit. They don't admit that if you own all the banks, if you own everything, you're not gonna give a nigga a goddamn good job. We're not gonna be the producers or the managers or the CEOs. Fuck, man, we could barely get a regional management position. No. Hey, good morning, brother. So then, I'm telling us as black people, stop shopping at they Walmarts. But I can't. Like, why can't you stop shopping at they Walmarts, Henry? Because the goddamn Oprah Winfrey's of the world, and the goddamn T.I.'s, and the goddamn Rick Rosses of the world, the goddamn Denzel Washingtons of the world. Every rich motherfucker in the world, every rich black person in the world is my goddamn problem. Because you don't look out for your people like these white motherfuckers do. This is what I explained to my mama and my wife. I was like, this is what we do as a black people. As a black people, let's say I got a home. And I need to get my roof fixed. So I'll call a black dude. I'll call my people. I'll be like, hey man, I need you to come fix my roof. Okay, the black dude screws me over. Okay? All right. What do? My mentality says, fuck black people. I'm going to go get the white person to go fix my roof. So now, this is what I'm going to try to show motherfuckers, right? Let's say it was a white person, okay? And they get their roof fixed. And a white person screws them over. They don't go get a black person to fix their roof. They don't go get it. They go get another white person. Let's say it's bank loans or lending money. Okay, let's say you got 100 white people, okay? And 50 of them default on their loans. And 50 of them pay. Another 100 white people come in there and ask for loans. This time, 40 of them pay, and 60 of them default on their loans. Another 100 come in. This time, 50 do it again, and 50 default. Do you not see the fucking pattern here? No matter how many times they get screwed over by white people, they still keep lending white people money. Black people, you lend a nigga some money? Oh, you screwed me one time, I'll never help another nigga again. So that's a slave mentality to me. You see, like over in Africa, these motherfuckers is asking Chinese motherfuckers for help. You get all the resources. Why you need their help for? All you got to do is squash y'all beefs, come together, and exclude all these motherfuckers. Europeans, Britons, Americans, Asians, everybody. Nah, exclude them all. Get the fuck out the goddamn country. A person says, oh, Henry, you're talking about a civil war. No, I'm actually just saying the same thing that white people are doing. Help your own. And I'm saying to you, I'm not wrong for helping my son, like a white person is not wrong for helping their son. I'm saying my goddamn beef with white people is for you to sit up there and say, you blacks don't want to get a job. You blacks don't want to do this. And I'm saying, would you give me that $100,000 a year job, or you gonna give it to your son's friend, or your daughter's girlfriend, or your daughter's friend? Or you gonna give it to your son or your daughter, your niece or your nephew, your aunties or your uncles? No. You're gonna save the best for you. There's nothing wrong with that. What I said was, as a black people, we need to have Walmarts. We need to have a black mart. We need to have our own cars. We need to have our own clothes. We need to have our own schools. We need to have our own everything. So then when they say, look at you niggers, we can be like, ignore it. You be like, why is that? They looking for attention from us because we completely ignoring them. We want approval from our masters that we're good people. We want approval from the people that enslaved us and their grandparents enslaved us, and they continue that same bullshit to today, but they just call it inner city crime, or they call it incarceration. You know? I'm 42 years old and I've seen enough evidence to say, hey man, these Europeans are savages. And these motherfuckers try to get us to be against each other. And that's their power for real. Their power is to keep us divided. That's the real power behind white power. You see, they get black people like Trina. You hear the shit Trina said? When she was like, oh, lock these monkeys up and lock these niggas up like they from a zoo or something. You know, this bitch Candace Owens. We giving her airtime. I'm saying, stop giving her airtime. Ignore her like she don't exist. The same thing for white people. Act like they don't exist, and these motherfuckers will beg for our attention. We never looked at each other though. They thought the Fonz was cool. They thought rock and roll was gonna last forever. No. They thought because they invented basketball, that they were superior in it. We see that that's all not true. So what do you think about the future? I'm saying to you, we coming for that White House, man. We coming for this land, the land that we helped build. And the only way we'll get it, and the only way we'll stop all this bullshit that's going on, all the inequalities and injustices, is for us to take command. Obviously, the people that's in charge cannot do the job. That's no different. I'll give you a perfect example. If I'm in my house and I'm trillions of dollars in debt, or if I'm in my company, if I'm in my company and I'm trillions of dollars in debt, I'd have to go bankrupt. I'd be fired. No. Europeans can say, it's this person's fault, it's that person's fault, but it's not the people in charge's fault. So if you write all the bills, literally, and you cash all the checks, literally, how in the fuck is it not your fault? How does not the blame fall on the quarterback if he throws 5 interceptions in a game? So, when I tell somebody, hey man, you know, I'm not mad at European Americans for looking out for European Americans. I'm more upset at us as black people, as people of color. I don't give a fuck if you in Venezuela. I don't give a fuck if you in Iran or Iraq. I'm saying Iran, Iraq. Stop fucking with these Europeans. Fuck them. Go to Africa, our peoples, people of color. Fuck these Europeans, man. We don't have to kill them like they have to kill us. We can just ignore these people. We don't have to threaten them with guns like they do us. We can just ignore these people. Ask yourself this question. In 2020, what hurts a person more? To comment on their post or to unfriend them? Why did you unfriend me for? I don't care. Yes, you do. Because you asked the goddamn question. So then when I tell somebody, we got this mentality that says, if we don't get approval from these fucking Europeans, that we're the ones that's in the wrong. You know, if we don't act like Europeans, we're the ones that's in the wrong. If we don't talk, our speech pattern don't mimic. If we don't talk with I don't care, man. If we don't talk with this high-pitched voice, we cannot be on CNN. We cannot be on MSNBC if we don't talk like them. We can't have a platform if we don't sound like them. So I'm saying, fuck what they sound like, nigga. Fuck how they talk, nigga. I'm saying, we smart enough to break their goddamn language down where they can't understand their own fucking language, man. But they supposed to be the higher IQs, but they can't hear the words in a rap song. They can't hear the words that we speaking right now like we speaking Ebonics. You see what I'm saying? So, when I try to tell somebody, I'm not mad at these fucking savages for being savages, per se. Like, you know, I meant to say, hold on, no, that's not right. I'm not mad at these savages for looking out for their own. I'm just all over the place, I guess. But I'm not mad at them for looking out for their own. I'm pissed off, or I got a problem with them telling me they don't know that if the country was flipped, that us, as the majority, wouldn't treat them differently. So you look at Africa and you say like, yeah, we all know them white people over in Africa stole that land. We all know that. But yet, it's considered a crime to give the land back. Think about that. It's considered a crime to give back what you stole. So, it's considered a handout, or it's considered fucked up to give American black people reparations for their grandparents' work that they did and they never got paid for. So then when you be like, well, why can't y'all open up businesses and do your own thing? Well, maybe because y'all own all the money. Y'all hold it all. And you give it to your kind. And then we ask you, like, hey, I had a trucking business, you know? And I go up to somebody at this particular time and I say, hey, man, I got $10,000, $15,000. I got a house you just gave me approval for. But yet, I'm saying, hey, I need $50,000 to increase my trucking business, to buy more trucks, to get better equipment, yada, yada, yada. They'll say to me, no, even with your credit score, and even what we've done for you, we cannot help you out. I'm like, wow. So then my mother came over and said, yeah, I know what you're talking about, because a white person will get a house, a boat, a car, and they'll get everything, right? And then they'll combine all that and pay one lump sum loan for a low interest rate. I did the same exact goddamn thing. I went to a bank and I said, hey man, I want to combine all my bills because I'm a business owner into one lump sum loan so I can pay everything in one low payment and make more money for my business to grow. We can't do you like that. So then I would love to go to a black bank owned, Oprah Winfrey, I would love to go to a black bank owned and be like the same exact. Oh no, yeah, like I said, 100 black people go into a bank, a black bank. 50 of them will default on the loans, but 50 of them will pay. Give it to another 100. 60 of them will pay and 40 of them will default. But you don't stop helping your people out because of a few bad apples, just like these fucking Europeans. But anyway, man, I'm saying we should come together. You know, we should ignore these savages. Leave them alone. Let them hold their guns in the middle of the street, man. Let them pretend to be motherfucking Batman and Robin, nigga. Let them pretend to be the Green Arrow, nigga. Let them pretend to be that shit. It's a white man in a mask pretending to be all about the just us. That's all it is. That's what a superhero is to these motherfuckers. You know, Superman, oh, they walk around with these Superman shirts on, right? Like, I'm for justice and the right thing. No, you're not, motherfucker. Superman would not save a nigga in 2020. Superman would not save an immigrant walking 20,000 miles for help. So, when I try to tell somebody, believe in you, man. People don't understand what I mean when I say, look, as black people, believe in us. And I'm knowing us is gonna screw us. I'm knowing us is gonna do no different than any other race. You think Asians ain't helping out Asians even though Asians are defaulting on loans? No. Just because a few of us do the wrong thing don't mean the majority of us ain't gonna do the right thing. Believe in us. Us. It's not a us versus them. Fuck them is what I'm saying. It's just us. Help out your children. Help out your nieces and your nephews. Give them the money. These fuck niggas like Rick Ross and T.I.'s of the world, these motherfuckers will tell you not to spend a goddamn dollar, right? But these motherfuckers will turn around and go back to fucking Bugatti and give them $1 million. My goddamn money, nigga. No, nigga. Start your own car business. I'll buy your car, T.I. I'll buy your clothes, 2 Chainz. I won't go and goddamn Walmart for shit, nigga. If you open up a black Walmart, nigga. So that's what I'm saying. We don't need to hold guns and shoot these motherfuckers. We don't need to scare them and scare their kids and babies. No, we ain't gotta do that shit. All we gotta do is just come together. That's all we gotta do. Come together and we win. Stop believing this motherfucking stereotypical bullshit that black people are this way and black people are that way. Man, I got a motherfucker in my family that says the same thing all the time. He says, you know how niggas is. No, I don't, motherfucker, because you talk about your goddamn self, nigga. I don't know how niggas is. Because I believe in my people. And just because we got a few bad apples, don't mean these fucking savages don't have a few bad apples in their shit neither. So, like I said, man, welcome back to my motherfucking channel. How we living, family? I mean that. So, if you get a chance, forgive your brother. Forgive your cousin. Forgive your sister. Forgive. You know? Come together. See like this right? See my hand? See, like, this is what I'm saying about black people. You see, a white person broke this pinky. An Asian broke this pinky. You feel me? Somebody else, another race broke the rest of my fingers. But if I bring these motherfuckers together, it's a little bit harder to break, motherfucker. Matter of fact, we might break some shit. You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying, come together, people. All right? Always peace. Always motherfucking homie love with me, nigga. I'm out. One.